What I'm actually talking about is engagement versus being half asleep. Get engaged, engage your brain. There's multiple different ways that you can do it, but the best way to do it is to generate it through your own actions. Motion creates emotion. You've got to get out and move and then actively search for the engagement. Do whatever works for you that makes you engaged. It's like a feedback loop. You put out and then you get back information. You're putting out information by the action, and then your brain says, oh, it's okay to be engaged. It's actually good to be engaged. I'm actually being rewarded for being engaged. Oh, more engagement. The sky's the limit. There's no real cap to it. But that's it. If you're just hanging around at home all the time, eating the rubbish foods and consuming rubbish information and smoking joints all day long and drinking alcohol and just numbing yourself, you're doing the counter to engagement. Instead of being engaged, you're just putting yourself in a half asleep state. It must have its pros, but there's no comparison to living life engaged and interacting with the world and having influence and power in your hands to change things and put things how you want them to be, instead of living in this half asleep state where you're drifting along and you're the effect, not the cause. So you want to be at the cause. Engagement. Engage yourself. It's a beautiful thing. You don't want to be at the effect of anyone. You want to be at the cause. You want to be the master of your destiny. You want to be the one that's in charge of your actions. How do you do that? By engaging your brain. Use all the resources that have been handed to you, that you've been blessed with. Use them all. And the brain is the best one. But to have the brain top, you've got to do everything else outside of your brain top and filter what comes in. Your mouth, your eyes, in your ears, because that ends up in your brain. You don't want to settle for anything less than the highest grade fuel. Just go out and take action and engage. And by actively engaging, you'll start that feedback loop, and you'll start generating the positive reinforcements, and then it'll grow on itself, and it'll be like a J-curve. If you take this advice, it's a before and after. If you actively choose to generate the engagement, you will live the exact life that you want to live. What else is there? There's nothing better than that. Stop escaping yourself. When your brain starts engaging, it starts finding paths, opportunities where you wouldn't have seen them before. But you've got to go out, you've got to interact with the world around you, and you've got to use all the tools that are at your disposal. I'm not a fanboy of Andrew Tate, but some things that he says are true. And one of the things that he's talking about is he's saying, I'm giving you advice about how to be rich, and you're arrogant. I think he says they're arrogant or something like that, the people that are poor. So, I'm not a big Andrew Tate fan, like I said. I don't know what, but he said in one of the videos that he posted, he says people are arrogant because the advice is there. I'm giving the advice and they're not even humble enough to take it. Look at me, I've got a Bugatti and all that. Basically saying that, people are not using the tools that are at their disposal. And it's true. I'm not saying it so much about Andrew Tate because of Andrew Tate or anything like that. It's just that what's just popped into my head now. I was thinking about God. God gives you tools to then build your life. He gives you opportunities all the time. And a lot of the times we're so arrogant that we're like, oh no, I don't need the help. I can do it by myself. I don't need that tool. For example, let's just say you push a rock. It's a simple example. You want to push a rock. The rock is the task. So it's going to be much harder to just get down, crouch down and try and push the rock than to get another little rock, which is also there, and a stick. And then with the stick and the other little rock, leverage the rock off its stuck position in the ground and move it. If you use the tools that are at your disposal, you're using everything that God's basically given to you to then fulfill the task that you want to fulfill. He's giving you everything that you need to then go out and build the life that you want. Obviously, it's down to you. You've got to get out of the house. That's what I'm saying. Get out of the house. Go out and do the work. Be willing to put the work in. Be willing to do whatever it takes. Don't worry about what people are going to say, who's going to laugh and who isn't going to laugh. I guarantee you I'm going to get taken the piss out of big time. Fuck it. It is what it is. Basically, you've got to use the tools that are at your disposal. You've been given a set of tools, and if you go out and actively search for the life that you want, being willing to do whatever it takes to get there, and just using up every opportunity that is presented to you intelligently, eventually you'll learn a lot of just general skills, life skills, everything that will help you maneuver through the world in a way that's so efficient and so effective. The universe sees that you're capable, and it just opens up the path for you. But you've got to trust and believe. You've got to have faith, and then you've also got to be willing, like I keep saying, to do whatever it takes. You've literally got to be willing to do it, and you've got to prove that you're willing to do it, not just say that you are or think that you are and then stay sat in your room just watching TikTok videos and YouTube videos. You've actually got to get out, get up early, do everything you've got to do. And I think above all, be a good person, because otherwise it's going to bite you in the ass when it's time to pay the bill as they'd say in Spain. His name's Chris Williamson, and he's talking to Alex Hormozi about the path and how when they see you at the beginning, they laugh at you and they criticize you, and then when you make it, they tell you how they always believed in you. So that's it. People are going to criticize you no matter what anyway. It's not putting food on your plate what they think. Doesn't matter, does it? So just be yourself. Some people are going to resonate and some people are not going to resonate. Some people are going to be supportive and some people are just going to find you ridiculous or even be offended by the fact that you're actually trying to improve yourself. But it doesn't matter what they think. And if people laugh at you, make jokes about you, it doesn't matter either. You got to have a bit of a thick skin as well. You can't be so sensitive. It's what it is. You got to be able to take it on the chin. Sometimes people are going to take the piss out of you. So what? It's part of fun. It's part of interaction. You got to take it because you got to be able to give it as well. It's part of interacting with normal people. I love having the piss taken out of me as long as it's not coming from a disrespectful place. As long as it's just fun. If it's just you and your mates and they're completely ripping the piss out of you, what's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. That makes you have a thick skin. And it's funny. It's fun. And then you can rip it back at them because they're not holding back. So why should you? And that's part of being a man and bonding with men. And some women like it as well. And it's good. It develops your social skills. It makes you witty and funny. So welcome it and be able to take it on the chin. I don't care. They can say anything about me, man. I don't care. It's fine. Nothing's going to happen. It's just words. Like they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's a huge part of why people don't take the necessary steps towards the goals that they want to achieve deep down inside of them. They're quieting in the heart because they don't want to piss people off, one, and be seen as ridiculous or cringy or whatever. The problem with that is you quieten your heart enough, eventually your heart's going to stop singing. Once the heart stops talking, you give up. And that's what's happened to loads and loads of people. You see them and they've given up, and then they're resentful towards people that are trying. Not only resentful, but they've lost hope. They feel like the people that are chasing their dreams or whatever are foolish and idiotic, and that you shouldn't have hope and you should just be bitter and miserable and stuff the voice down that's inside you and drown it in alcohol and self-medicate with whatever you can get your hands on. And that's not why we're here, is it? At least not me. That's not me, man. Each to their own. I'm not judging anyone. You can do whatever you want, but at least don't make the existence miserable for other people. And that's what some people do, isn't it? When they don't fulfill their mission, whatever you want to call it, and then they get bitter and not better, and then take out the bitterness on other people around them and other people that might have a little bit of a spark to them. They try and dull that spark. But just recognize whenever anyone's trying to dull the spark, it's because they're not actually on their path. If they were really on their path, they wouldn't be trying to dull your spark. They'd be supportive, or at least not try and get in the way, not try and shut your dream down. But that's it. Unhappy people don't like to see other people happy. So ciao, man. That's good. Good indeed. Yeah. Ciao, brother. There you go. Prime example. How many people you bump into and they see you doing something a bit different and they treat you like that? A lot of people just find it strange, and when you find something strange, you might activate your defensive mechanism, but you should kind of relax a bit, man. Plus, you shouldn't take life so seriously, because nobody's going to make it out alive. So just live your life how you want to live it and be you. And if someone likes it, then good. And if someone doesn't like it, then good too. It's not your problem. It's not their problem either. It's not nobody's problem. We're all going to die one day anyway. What's the point in worrying about what other people think? They're not even going to remember. Just get on with whatever you want to do. It takes action. You've got to get out and move. That's what's going to wake up the brain. You can't live a sedentary life and expect the universe to come knocking at your door from the comfort of your own couch. Never going to happen, brother. Get out and put the effort in. Move your body. Get the blood flowing. Activate your hormones, your stress hormones. Activate it. It's another tool so that you can work, but work at something that's worth working and it's going to mean something to you, whatever it is. Put 100% into it like you do at your day job. If you could do it for your boss, how are you not going to do it for yourself? I mean, I understand maybe because you have a guaranteed paycheck at the end of the month, or with working for yourself, when you're starting off, you're not guaranteed to be paid. So you might feel like you're wasting your time a bit. But if you're adding pure value for free, there's no way that goes unrecognized one way or another. So just keep listening to your heart. Don't drown out the voice, the inner voice. Listen to it. That's why I say, don't do drugs. Don't do alcohol. Go to the gym, wake up early, because you're going to start getting aligned with your inner self and your higher self. You're going to start getting in tune with it and in touch with it, and you're going to let it guide you. And that's going to get you, it's going to take you and carry you to places, like I say, that you could never imagine. But you got to put the work in, you got to put the effort in.